We're really out here doing this. Okay. Alright, lads. I don't really know how to say this, but for the past week, I've been absolutely obsessed with DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon. Okay? I don't know what it is. You know what? I do know what it is. It's the soundtrack. It's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, I have to talk about this. I have never made a movie commentary in my life. Doesn't matter. I don't even care if this gets a single view. And it would be me watching it. So hi, my name is Maya, and I will be obsessing over How to Train Your Dragon today. It's really the soundtrack that's causing me. Oh, also, I am in love with Hiccup. I don't know if that's something I should disclose. Specifically the second movie. This song is called This Is Burke because it opens with
This is Burke.
Oh, I should mention this, but I watch movies with subtitles. I really hope this isn't a bother for anybody, but I can't hear. I also want to point out every single opening he talks about Burke. I don't know if it closes with the same thing. I think it does. I don't know if it's something that everybody picked up on, maybe because I watched every single movie consecutively, but each movie he hates Burke less. Obviously, because it becomes a lot more romanticized later on, I suppose. But in the beginning, he's like, I fucking hate this place. It's terrible, sucks. In the second one, I don't remember exactly what he said. Sorry, my nose ring is falling out of my face. But he mentioned that, like, you know, he has a lot less animosity towards it. I also like how consistently he introduces Burke, like we don't know what it is. Or, like, it's sort of like he's catching us up on how it's evolved since the last film.
We have dragon.
He's so cute.
We're Vikings.
Okay. This is also something that I want to point out. This is just a little fun fact for all of my besties who love a good soundtrack. I have listened to a lot of soundtracks, a lot of classical pieces in my day. Would I consider myself an expert? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But this, John Powell brought his A game. It is a beautiful soundtrack. Movies 1 to 3. I love it so much. It's consistent, but it builds upon itself. You know, each character that contributes to the story heavily has their own theme. When a specific character is on screen, their theme is playing, and it integrates very well with the overall piece, and I just fucking love that. I love this soundtrack so much. It gives me chills.
Oh, and that's Fish Legs, Snot Lout, the twins, Rough Nut and Tough Nut, and
Astrid.
Astrid.
This is Astrid's theme. It'll come back.
Oh, their job is so much cooler. Oh, come on, let me out, please. I need to make my mark.
Oh, you've made plenty of marks, all in the wrong places.
Please, 2 minutes. I'll kill a dragon.
This is Hiccup's theme.
Fine, but this will throw it for me.
Okay, in this scene specifically, we are shown two things, and it really contributes to us getting to know Hiccup, just kind of as an individual. He pats his little invention, and from this, we understand that he, you know, is an engineer. It's not like foreshadowing, but it allows the audience to comprehend his ability to draft up, you know, the prosthetic tail for Toothless later on, because we're like, oh yeah, his experience in the field, he gets it. At the same time, we also get a little bit of how like clumsy he is when he pats whatever that was, I don't know, the coffin.
If you ever want to get out there to fight dragons, you need to stop all this.
What you just
pointed to all of me.
But the ultimate prize is the dragon no one's ever seen.
Night
We
Fury.
call it the
Night Fury! Get down!
That's so iconic. I'm in suspense. Here we go. He's so cute.
We're Vikings. It's an occupational hazard. Now who's with me?
Okay. This is a recurring line. We're Vikings. It's an occupational... No. Occupational hazard. Like, is it in their nature? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not smart enough for this line. It's a kid's movie, and I still don't fucking get it.
Those who stay will look after Hiccup.
I refuse to it.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Right. I'll pack my undies.
Good thing I brought extras. That line sticks in my head. It'll come later. Just wait.
Even as a boy, I knew what I was, what I had to become. Hiccup is not that boy.
This is an interesting concept of nature versus nurture. Which one is more influential?
Oh, I did it. This fixes everything. Yes! I have brought down this mighty beast. I'm a Viking. I am a Viking.
And he can't do it. And he sets him free. He gets his ass kicked. His head hits the rock, like, very aggressively. See, that hurts. Dead. Just kill me there. I love that. It's such an appropriate reaction. Like, yeah, if I didn't die on the spot, I would absolutely pass out.
Which means you walk like us, you talk like us, you think like us. No more of this.
You
He just gestured to all of me.
Remember, a dragon will always go for the kill.
So why didn't you?
That's a good question. My Scottish accent's getting better. Oh, I thought that was obsidian. Oh my god, the animation. Never again. Oh, I know why he didn't go for the kill. This is a little piece of lore for you. The reason why the dragons were stealing their food was because they were compelled, essentially, by their master, the alpha male. The dragons were never really a threat because they never really cared about the humans, but the reason why the dragons in the dragon training montages go for the kill is because they're trapped. You know, it's like a fight or flight instinct, and dragons sooner would go for flight, obviously because they have wings, and then once they realize that they're, you know, there's like a chain dome over top of the arena, and once they realize that they can't escape, then they kill whoever's keeping them there. So it's not necessarily that they will always go for the kill, it's just like they will if they have no other options, if they can't flee. That's a human too, I guess. I don't know. Would I kill somebody or would I be killed? I would absolutely be killed.
Night Fury. Speed
Unknown.
Size
Unknown.
They're close.
Ew. Snotloud's dad is really ugly. Like, he's voiced by David Tennant. His name I do remember because he's the Doctor, and he's also in Harry Potter.
Our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
Like, I understand the patriotism, but shut the fuck up. Not the fish. I love how consistently he just keeps screwing up. Like, it's just these minor little things where he's like life is just slightly more inconvenient for him.
Huh. Toothless. Could have sworn you had
This is very loud in my ear.
teeth.
I love this song. It's called A Forbidden Friendship. What a beautiful background. It looks so real. Like, I've seen that sunset before. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, there's tears. We love an engineer. We love a woman in STEM. I love this montage very much. I love this. Like, he doesn't see it. That's so good.
Man, it works.
razor-sharp serrated teeth that inject venom for pre-digestion. Prefers ambush attack, crushing its victims.
Will you please stop that? No, Hiccup!
Yeah.
That was a good transition. Please just listen to the soundtrack right now. I do love how, as he bonds more with Toothless, he finds things that are just things that the dragons enjoy. And then he tries to implement it in like the dragon training. It's so good because he starts to realize that these dragons can be tame, I suppose, calm, or de-escalated. Let me just get a thesaurus out real quick. And it doesn't involve violence. And he learns that from the dragon and with whom he's spending time with.
He can barely walk through the village without being swarmed by his new fans.
Hiccup?
Who would have thought it, eh? He has this way with the beasts.
This is Test Drive. Okay. So everyone's noticing how Hiccup isn't killing them, but he's taming them. So how come they're not getting the little inkling that, you know, we don't need to kill them to tame them? Like, they're noticing that he's not chopping their heads off like all of the other teens, how all the other teens are attempting to do. So they're clearly seeing that he's not killing them, but he's doing the most well out of everyone else.
Okay there, bud. We're gonna take this nice and slow. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Position 3, no, 4.
Do you lot want to hear something frustrating? So, my favorite part of the movie, Test Drive, which is the part where Toothless and Hiccup become one and fly together on instinct, and it's absolutely iconic, and it's my favorite part. It's the best part. I started crying. So it got copy striked to the point where it can't be shown in any country ever at all. I think I have a loophole, and I'm gonna try it out. So if it works, it works. So bear with me.
All right, it's go time. It's go time. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
The main reason why I kept this scene as a whole, just untouched, no commentary at all, is because it's the best part of the movie, man. I don't want to fucking interrupt. But I guess I have to, you know, to stay alive.
Oh, this is amazing! The wind in my cheat sheet! Stop! No!
For real though, I actually did this because I wanted everybody to be able to listen to it. Because this piece is like, I can't, it just gives me chills every time I hear it, I swear to God. And I want everybody to be able to listen to it uncut. But you can't. So stream it on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever the fuck you have. If you don't have either, listen to it on YouTube, because you need to hear it uncut. And if I can't give it to you, maybe someone else can.
Come on.
What? That was such a good piece of cinema. So the first thing I want to point out, when he ditched the cheat sheet, let me sip this drink. Okay, I got it. When Hiccup ditched the cheat sheet. Sorry, I was so sucked into that. In the piece, you'll notice that both Hiccup and Toothless's themes mesh together. It's just, there's everything about that was intentional. And I love it. And I do think that they deserve credit for that, because it was truly just moving. That's cute. I do love that the dragons just, like, he just connects with them so well.
Everything we know about you guys is wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing happens on this island without me hearing about it. Let's talk about that dragon.
Oh, God. Dad, I'm so sorry. I was going to tell you. I just didn't know how to,
See, okay, what I don't really understand here is that, like, it's a misdirect. Why would he sound so, like, threatening? Let me try that again. Threatening.
All those years of the worst Viking Burke has ever seen.
Jesus.
Odin, it was rough. I almost gave up on you. And all the while you were holding out on me. Oh, Thor Almighty! We finally have something to talk about.
See, I hate this. Like, he's so proud of a version of his son that doesn't exist. And it's so disheartening how he just, confesses all of these feelings that he has towards the Hiccup that once was, who never really changed. I just gotta squeeze the pop. See, God, he's such a mess. The two sighs are both there, but they mean different things. So, like, he's sighing because he was like, that was heavy, but I got through it. My son, go me. And then Hiccup is sighing because it's like, my dad doesn't understand me. I feel like the best part of the movie's already happened. I am emotionally over it.
This time, for sure.
See, I like that this time it was from Astrid's perspective, because now we get to see what it's like for her, who's like bolstering herself up, getting ready for such a very scary thing. And then, like, she turns away for a second, and when she comes back, Hiccup's already tamed it. And I like how this whole time we've been following Hiccup and seeing his process, because he's learning it via Toothless, and then we see it from her perspective, and she's like, WTF.
No!
And this is her breaking point.
Wait! Wait!
I had to sneeze. See, his dad notices that, like, Hiccup didn't kill the dragon. So and he's the one who's like, why didn't he slay the dragon? He just put that bitch to sleep by triggering her G-spot. But, like, the rest of the crowd is like, woohoo.
Oh, you've done it! You've done it, Hiccup! You get to kill the dragon!
That's my boy!
Yeah, yes. I can't wait. I am so
Out of here.
leaving.
Oh,
Oh, man.
dude, her hair sucks.
Get down! Get me down from
You
here!
have to give me a chance to explain.
I have some theories that I would like to discuss with the class after the movie's over. She's fierce. I do like how she's like, I don't need your help. Romantic fight. Cue it up. See, this is Astrid's theme. Ooh, get me out of that close up. This is a really weird looking shot. Like, it's okay. Maybe I hate love. Maybe I'm a cynic.
All right, I admit it. This is pretty cool.
It looks like they're hauling in their kill.
The dragon is scary.
What is that?
I can show my face in public again.
See, the joke is, his son was such an embarrassment that he couldn't even leave his house without being ridiculed. It is funny, but it's also like, you're making jokes at your kid's expense. Like, can you chill? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a little bit extreme. If my mom's talking shit about me to the whole town... See, okay, wait, just everyone focus on this again, please. Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention. Watch the dragon. Wait. There you go. In this scene, we see the dragon's first instinct is to flight, is to escape. You can see the dragon is scaling the walls, searching for a weak spot, and then scales the roof, which is enchained, to realize that there is no escape. So then they're like, well, fuck. Like, plan B. And that proves the connotation that dragons are not inherently evil. Not the breastplate.
I'm not one of them.
Yikes.
I said stop the fight!
A night fury. Damn right, clamoring.
If they don't bring enough food back, they'll be eating themselves. There's something else on their island, Dad. It's a dragon like
Their
you've never...
island?
Only a dragon can find the island. Oh, no, Dad, no, please. For once in your life, would you please just listen to me?
You're not a Viking. You're not my son.
That was a very intense scene. Okay, so Hiccup is out here speaking facts. His dad is so stubborn. Like, I know he comes around, but like in the meantime, it's just so like to the wall. Hiccup is speaking. I also can't get over the scene afterwards when he slams the door. You're not my son, and he staggers back a little bit. He's like, "Fuck! I know I did not just say that," but he did. Damage is done. His kid is traumatized forever. That's a core memory. It's a core memory. Even if they bond back together afterwards, I know Hiccup is still remembering that.
Set sail! We head for Helheim's gate.
Okay. Let's go back again. So you see, he sees his son after the argument. Watch his face. Watch his face. Back to it. It's amazing. It's like these small little things that makes it so human. Again, the animation, trash. But for the era, I guess it's forgivable. You can tell he's like a million thoughts are rushing through his head at that time. Where he's like thinking about the things that he said to his kid. And then he's like, fuck, I said that, back again. And then just immediately he thinks back to the matter at hand, which is getting to the nest.
300 years, and I'm the first Viking who wouldn't kill a dragon. I wouldn't kill him because he looked as frightened as I was. I looked at him, and I saw myself.
Okay. I do like that he's able to get a little more introspective. This is kind of giving psychoanalysis. She's Sigmund Freud. This is a subject that becomes a lot more prevalent in the second movie. The second movie is my favorite, I do think, because I am much more in love with Hiccup. In the second one, you definitely see how they are like just two halves of one whole. Essentially, when he says, I looked at him and I saw myself, it's like, yeah, it's like they're soulmates in a way. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic.
When we crack this mountain open, all hell is gonna break loose.
And my undies. Good thing I brought extras.
No matter how this ends.
It's very much giving Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic Park.
There!
Oh my god, they left two of us on the fucking boat. I completely forgot about this. He died very fast.
I'm proud to call you my son.
The dad could not look worse. I could not with that shot. It just made everything so much less impactful because of how fucking disgusting he looked. I do hate, like, coming after the film, because if I tried to animate anything nearly as similar to this, it wouldn't be good. That's so sick. The POV that we're getting, it almost makes you feel like you're flying as well.
Whole toothless. No! No!
diving in a pit of flames to save his bestie. What I wouldn't give.
I'm so sorry.
WTF, he's under my wing. That's so cute.
Hiccup!
Dude, no. Dude, oh, come on.
That must be really uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. Let me just finish my fucking cookie that I put in my mouth at the very right time. What we have here is a duality. In the beginning of the movie, Hiccup shoots down Toothless, who is then rendered unable to fly. What happens is, out of love, Hiccup fashions him, the replacement. Through that, he again reconciles the fact that he was the reason in which Toothless was rendered handicapped in a way. I wouldn't necessarily blame Toothless for the reason why Hiccup lost his lower leg, because it's not really his fault. In a way, the handicap bonds them together. Now that Toothless couldn't save Hiccup's leg, he is now helping him recover, get used to the crutch, I suppose. And that's what Hiccup did for him. I really love that I'm genuinely very focused on this. It just, the involvement, the intricacy of the storytelling, it's so well done.
Turns out all we needed was a little more of this.
You just gestured down with me.
This is the bonus track. This one, I love this one. It's called Coming Back Around.
The only upsides are the pets.
So my loophole worked, but funnily enough, I have to do it again. I'm actually really disappointed because this is my second favorite part of the movie. The two tracks that I love the most, YouTube just doesn't want me to share it with you guys.
We have dragons.
That brings us to the end of the episode. So, the theory that we've all been waiting for. I don't know if it's the fact that I wish that I was Astrid, in the sense that she is romantically involved with Hiccup, because, oh my god, he gets so hot later. He doesn't get that hot. I've definitely been attracted to more attractive animated characters. I don't know if that's incriminating evidence. I always do this. Every single movie I watch, any relationship, I really just try to see if I think that it's gonna go well, or if it's the right pairing. And in this one, I just don't see it. So Astrid is a very driven girl, she's tough, and that's great. I actually don't hate Astrid as a character. I don't have any animosity towards her just because she's dating the person that I wish I was dating. So I think on her own, she's really good. And I think that the friendship between her and Hiccup is great because she really helps him sort out his thoughts and just kind of interpret his feelings and stuff like that. And this is why I wish I kind of said it in the second movie. I mean, obviously there's a lot more. They're actually dating. It's established, the relationship, in the second movie. But we're also introduced to a new character by then, by the name of Eret, son of Eret. Unpopular opinion, I think that Astrid would have done better with Eret than Hiccup. And that's just how I feel. They are a lot more similar, personality-wise. Overall, the concept is clear. I just don't think that Astrid and Hiccup belong together romantically. So I just don't really see Hiccup belonging in a relationship. I'm not saying that him and Toothless were romantic, two halves of the same soul. But I think that, that should have been the relationship that we really focused on. And I think that the romance was sort of an afterthought. It definitely was. And I know that it's a kid's movie, and I definitely shouldn't have such strong feelings about this as I do. But I just, if I love the movie this much and I'm going to watch it every time, I'm just going to notice that, I'm just going to notice that this pairing doesn't really sit right with me. I think that Astrid, having met Eret, son of Eret, later on, I definitely think that they belong together a lot more. They just had a lot more compatibility, a lot more chemistry. I do feel badly insinuating that Hiccup should be alone, but why not divert from the romance trope? That's my theory. And I do feel very strongly about it. That was fun. Bye. And then